Act natural. Nobody's looking. Ember days. As they usually come within some period of time before some Catholic holiday. It's in the old Farmer's Almanac. The thing is, one doesn't come up until next Friday. Well, that was the 17th. I remember the 17th was Friday because that was Barron's graduation date. And so I guess if you add another 7 to that, it is the 24th of May. Right there leading into Memorial Day, when we're supposed to remember all the shit that we fucked up and all the people that fucked us up and how we can get back at them if our suits still fits like a glove. But it's the 24th that is Ember Day, Friday, May 2024. So I'm going to get it out of the way right now because I'll be out in the woods somewhere that day. And if I start talking about things, people get nervous. What does Ember's Day mean? Ember Day? Ember Days? It's all the way back to pagan history. You remember when the Norwegians were taken by the Catholics and they had to give up their stuff? The only reason they can make this work, same way with Romans and the Vatican, and you know how it was Sol Invictus was the Caesar at the time. It fit closely enough with the shit that they were making up for the new Christian faith. Let's forget about the Jews. We got a new Christian faith here. So they do that. And Ember Day, it's supposed to happen next week. You go burn something and pray to pagan gods, but then they change the name of the holiday type of thing, you know, and they put it in the old Farmer's Almanac saying that it's a Christian thing. Catholic meaning universal, hasn't quite made it yet. I still don't think they have a right to the name Catholic. Some of us do not agree. That doesn't make them universal. Well, I suppose it means if they're everywhere, they're everywhere. But it doesn't mean they're law. So, Ember Day. We'll be out the woods for Wastewood Weekend. And I just wanted to say hello right now. And I wanted to remind you, all the people that talk about the Bible, they only pick their favorite things. And what is their favorite thing? I mean, yeah. They're leaving out the part where King Solomon, I think he sacrificed. I make the difference between torture and sacrifice when I look at those words, because torture, well, they might have gone home to their families, but no sacrifice. 10,000 people at an altar out there. Oh, then you get Harrison Ford in Raiders of the Lost Ark type of shit. You know, so once they get all the Christian stuff in line with what they want to do, they're going to start using the Jewish stuff the Old Testament to get what we want, and they're going to make it okay. You notice how they say they don't like the Constitution, they'd get rid of it, yet they're using it constantly. It's the same thing that way. If they get us back down into the Old Testament, that means we can start pushing our daughters and our wives out into mobs of angry people so they can be raped to save your friends. And that's more Christ-like again, isn't it? He was just hanging around with friends. That's all these guys in the Old Testament wanted to do, was get away from their wives and their kids. Just give them to the fucking family. Give it to them. And you know what? If one of them survives and she looks back at the city of, it's Gomorrah and that other one. It's been a while. Sodom. If that sodomist bitch looks back and turns to salt, it's because he made up that story. He burned her. He took care of her. He ground her bones and snorted them. Happy Ember Day 2024.